First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. On play action, here's Williams. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get that complete to the rookie from Arkansas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Black 20.
To the air again. Goff. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Here's Williams. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Bears first down. A gain of 14. First down, Bears.
Williams with a little touch pass forward. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Bears nothing.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You talk about this Lions defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be #1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really have something to talk about.
That's the challenge. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a cover. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To the air, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle. Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll go play action here with Williams. That is caught. Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Santos lining up.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline. He may go. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, 73 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I went, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Williams with a little touch pass forward. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Williams with a little touch pass forward. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. From the gun, here's Williams. Pass to the right side, caught by Burden. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 14.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the delay, Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. To throw, it's Williams. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll run it with Jones. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Off play action. Here's Goff. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
But that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Goff now looking to throw. This pass down the field for Gibbs. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
They're on the 35-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This 2nd and 4. To throw, Williams. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Williams. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Williams, a final shot before break. He gets it to Thomas. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing in cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Over the middle, he's got to Slaw. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to
now play
down.
number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To throw is Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's first and 10. Again, Goff. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
180. Hey, Shell.
Here's Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one in for a touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken around the 12. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good. For Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in the preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
86-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 20. 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. His fourth rushing touchdown of the year, his fifth overall. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Black 20. Hard ball. Listen. Attack.
To the air again, Goff. There's Laporta, he's got it. Touchdown Lions. 4 touchdown passes now from Jared Goff. And the Lions have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now the first carry for Darrington Evans. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And this will be a Bears first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
They'll toss this out right for Evans. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Now Evans on the toss left side. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, a run with Evans. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A gain of 7. First down, Chicago.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. A give running right is Evans. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll try the left side with Evans. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Evans fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Again, it'll be Evans. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one at the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Bears 19. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, there's a point that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.